Okay, so this video is going to be a buyer's guide to gaming on PlayStation. Now, this first video, I'm going to show you the different categories of gaming and the price points and how I buy my games from different regions. So take a look. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm on my North American account. I go into the store. This is on PS4, okay? Okay, so I go to games. Now, there's two ways to go about this. You scroll all the way to the right, right? If you do all games, then they don't discriminate against games that came out a couple of weeks ago. But if you go to new games, they kind of block you from seeing games that came out sometimes a month ago. So most of the time, I think it's best to do all games. But if you just want to distinguish the new stuff that came out, you go to new games, right? So you have these filters here. You first go to the sort, okay? And I choose all the time new to old, right? Because I don't want their definition of best selling. I go to the filters, I go to price point. First, I see, okay, there's 18 new games under $1.99. So I go in there, right? Now, this is the thing that I realized today. I just got the platinum the other day for the My Name is Mayo Remayo, the PS4 and the PS5 version. What I didn't realize was, and it's not a bad thing, but I bought the European My Name is Mayo PS4. So now when I was talking to Liam Ford the other day, he was saying how there was EU stacks. And I'm like, oh, really? I didn't know that. I guess I did know that. Or not, I don't know. But sometimes they only release games in North America. But if you have money in Europe, you could buy it in Europe, and it's a North America version. So in this case, I realized, okay, that means if there's 4 stacks of My Name is Mayo, and I bought the PS4 European version, that now I could buy the North American region. Okay, so what I also do is, besides seeing the games that are out, okay, we see that this is added today, Star Archer, My Name is Mayo, I could buy again, but for North America this time. And then Stack Zap, right? Shaking Chalice, I already got Aero Spectro, so I like that one. The Thief one, I figured out how to do it. But I think I have to look into where I bought the Thief one. I don't know if it was PS5, whatever. So there's some stuff, there's some choices here, okay? And again, you'll see that I buy just about every one I can. So in this case, I currently have $18.55 left from Super Beach Boys donation. Now, another thing that you got to look into is that when you're buying games, it's best to buy it after 12 o'clock noon, because for some reason they distinguish that as a release time, 12 o'clock noon or 12 o'clock midnight, okay? So if you're going to buy anything, and if it's like 10 in the morning, wait till after 12, because sometimes the Nostra games come out. And usually the Nostra games are like usually between $1.99 and $4 or $4.99, whatever. So we see here that there's new games that came out. I'm not thrilled with the Zombie Derby 1 and 2, so I think I'm gonna not get that right away. That Pixel one. I wasn't a fan of Stone Age, but I got it. Balloon Jump, I got it. There's some new stuff here, and stuff I didn't see before, and then the stuff that I just didn't get yet, like Whole Theory, I'm probably going to buy. But also, too, besides seeing what's out and what you could purchase, my recommendation is to basically, yeah, I'm doing another part of the video. So as much as I have to buy every game there is as a gamer, you're not supposed to discriminate against games. That's not necessarily true. Okay, because if you're a gamer and you're going to buy something that you hate or start playing something you hate, it's going to ruin your whole demeanor. It's going to ruin your whole motivation. So before I actually purchase these games. I'll look on here and I'll see. So there's a whole bunch of things I do. First off, I'll either go on the PS4 or the PS5 and I'll look in the PlayStation Store. I'll also have the app on my phone that will show you different stuff on your phone. I even go on YouTube and I watch Bad Driver I or Bad Driver. I'm not sure. I usually call him Bad Driver I. I don't know why, but maybe is that the right way? I hope so. If not, if I butchered it, I'm sorry. I'll go on him or I'll go on Poser Mobile or the Welsh Hunter or many different reviewers of gaming or gamers YouTube channels, and I'll watch their reviews of games because, again, at the same time, I don't want to buy a game that I'm going to hate. Now, sometimes I impulse buy and I'll just buy it, take a chance. But most of the time, I'm watching their videos to see if it's something I would like or something I would hold off on for later. I don't buy every game as much as I should buy every game. I don't like sports games, so I stay away from sports games. What else? What other games do I not get? Oh, I don't like the stuff with the dancing and whatever stuff like that. Usually I don't get that either. So it's usually like the sports games or that that I stay away from. So before I buy this stuff, I will go on YouTube to watch if there's any new releases coming out. Sometimes they don't cover the games. Maybe the game isn't that good, or maybe for some reason they don't want to cover it. So you got to take a risk. Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? And they don't cover all the games. All right. So in this case, I'm on PS4, and there's a reason why I still go on the PS4. With the amount of games that I buy and play and platinum, it's abnormal. And we really learned this when Anthony bought me the hard drive for the PS5, and it was like a few terabytes. I think it was 3, and I completely filled it up. That basically tells you that I'm not a normal gamer. I'm abnormal. If I can go to 100 platinums in less than 2 weeks, I need to have as much memory as possible. So I go on the PS4 and I try to buy the PS4 games on the PS4 and then try to keep PS5 at PS5. It doesn't always work that way because sometimes it's cross-buy. And if it's a game like 5 games, you got to put them both on the PS5 in order to auto pop or whatever. So most of the time I'm buying PS4 games on PS4 and PS5 and PS5. So that's what I'm saying with the buyer's guide. If it's 10 in the morning, wait till 12. If it's 10 at night, wait till after midnight before you buy games. Because again, 12 o'clock and 12 o'clock is the most of the time they release games. Now, there is certain companies that don't go by that philosophy. It could be in the middle of the afternoon. It could be 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Boom, they release a game. Or it could be 1, 2 in the morning. They're going by different time zones. That happens rarely, but it does happen. But again, most of the time after 12 o'clock noon or 12 o'clock midnight is when you buy games. Best time to buy games. Anyway, I'm going to watch some reviews before I buy any of these games that I was looking at. And then I'll try to stream them as much as possible. I hope you enjoyed Matrixlord212's Buyer's Guide to Games. Take care. Bye for now.